What's going on, buddy? This is Don't Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what we'll be discussing is we're going to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers and what kind of moves are they trying to make going here forward. If you're a Cavaliers fan, you probably already heard the news, but if you're not a Cavaliers fan and maybe you're just kind of learning about the Cavaliers, the plan right now is that they're trying to get rid of Jarrett Allen and Darius Garland because they want to sign back Donovan Mitchell and they want Evan Mobley to be like the unicorn that we thought he was going to be. And the only way Evan Mobley can blossom is for Jarrett Allen to be gone. And the only way for Donovan Mitchell to probably come back is if Darius Garland's gone, because those two just don't mesh together. And Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen do not mesh well together either. Now, as a Cavs fan, it hurts me to say this, but it's probably true that these things need to happen. I wish all four of them could work together. I was hoping these last 2 years that these four could work together and they could blossom and be all-stars all together on the same court. But it's looking like it's not going to happen. So what I want to talk about is, one, the news about them all possibly splitting up, and then two, where could these guys go? Where could Darius Garland go? Where could Jarrett Allen go? And then with that happening, obviously we're going to have to trade them away. What could we get back in return to possibly get better for the 2024-2025 season? And as always, all information you're going to be seeing on screen is going to be linked down in the description below, so if you want to go check it out for yourself, feel free. But I'm going to go ahead and get straight into this. So if you're going to enjoy it, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on this video. Be very much appreciated to do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, as you can see here from the CavsInsider.com, we have the Cavaliers are actually already ready to go with a trade for Jarrett Allen. Now, the thing with this, it says Western team. It's the New Orleans Pelicans is who they're probably going to be going after. Now, like I said in the intro, I don't want Jarrett Allen to go. He's a great player. As you can see here, 16.5 points. He had a really good year this year. 16.5 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. He was blocking shots. He got his field goal percentage was up this year. The problem is, I think this team is so built on, like, we are ready to win now. We need some tough motherfuckers in here. It's the guys that are going to play through some shit. Donovan Mitchell played through some shit there at the end of the season. And Jarrett Allen had an injury toward the end of the year. And don't get me wrong, I feel like it was a serious injury. They said it was a bruised rib. It was hard for him to breathe. And I get it. If he was really that hurt, I get it, not playing. But in the organization's eyes, they're like, come on, man, you could have played at least one fucking game. And I think after that, even the fans have kind of got to the point where it's like, okay, Jarrett, we're done with you. So in the case of him going, what would happen? Him obviously going to the Pelicans because he would be able to be a nice fit there alongside Zion. And it says here they're going to be moving on from Jonas Valanciunas, so Jarrett Allen can step in there. And I'm going to tell you right now, Zion and Jarrett Allen together, holy fuck. The thing that'll piss me off with that is Zion Williamson is like probably a better version of Evan Mobley. If they make that work between him and Jarrett Allen, I'd be sitting here questioning, like, how could the Cavs not make Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen work? And like I said, whenever it comes to Jarrett Allen, he's going to be gone, probably going to the Pelicans. Is the team that's kind of suited best for him if he were to be traded. Darius Garland also is on the trade block for possibly being traded. This was reported well back whenever we were still in the playoffs that if Donovan Mitchell signs his extension, Darius Garland is going to be requesting a trade. The thing with Darius Garland is he had a very down year last year. Now, it was because he had the injury, he had a broken jaw, he lost a lot of weight, and the thing is, coming into the season, he put on a ton of weight. I mean, a ton of weight. He was ready to go. He had the muscle. He was ready to go into the paint, beat up some defenders, go in, get some layups, maybe try to score in the paint some more often. The year before, he was struggling to do that. He had to be more of a dominant three-point shooter because he couldn't get in the paint. He was too light. And he was basically the same exact thing this season because he, like I said, he lost all that weight after he broke his jaw, couldn't eat solid foods. He lost a lot of weight, tried to put it back on through the season, but it was kind of impossible to do it. So he ended up being another light motherfucker trying to drive into the paint, and he was getting bullied down there. And then the part that's kind of hurting him the most from fans and the organization, he shit the bed. He shit the bed big time in the playoffs. Plus, also, I think the team is looking at Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, and they're like, which player would we rather have to build our franchise on? Darius Garland, when it was just him, he could get you about like 20 to 30 points a game if he absolutely needed to. But then it's like you drop Donovan Mitchell in there, and Mitchell's easily getting 30 to 40 points a game, and this motherfucker is like taking over games, whereas Darius Garland, it's like he's over here still he barely getting like 10 to 15. I mean, half the playoffs, I think he averaged like 11, 12 points. It's like, what the hell happened to All-Star Garland? Like, this man like, where are you? Now, it is said, as you can see here, the San Antonio Spurs are very interested in trading for Darius Garland. The problem is, the trade offer, what they would have to give up, is going to be a little tricky. As you can see here from this article, the plan right now from what the Spurs wanted to do is they wanted to get a dominant point guard to be beside Victor Wembanyama. And if you could put a guy like Darius Garland next to Victor Wembanyama, somebody that can get you about 20, 30 points alongside him, almost like a Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic point. Now, I'm not saying Darius Garland is going to be Jamal Murray. I'm not fucking saying that. But if they can put Garland next to Victor, that would be a very nice duo. Now, the problem with that is going to be when we trade Darius Garland there, what are we going to get in return? There has been rumors with the mock trades of what we could possibly get back. One of them, I think, was the first round pick this season, and then 2 players, I forget their names, but it was very like average players, not really like players that are going to change the game right now. So when it comes to that trade, I'm going to be honest, I don't really like it. Plus, also do remember, this all kind of hangs in the balance on if Mitchell signs back. If Mitchell signs back, this is all going to be like the dominoes are going to start falling. If Mitchell does not sign back, it's like a bomb's going to go off. A bomb's going to go off. All of this is for nothing. And Garland probably going to stay. Allen, maybe he leaves, maybe he doesn't, but I think Garland will stay if Mitchell does not sign back. Now, the other proposed trade was this one right here, where Darius Garland and Jarrett Allen are both going to go to the Pelicans. Basically, like I said, Valanciunas is going to be leaving the Pelicans. Jarrett Allen can take over that spot as a center position. Darius Garland could be the starting point guard. Zion Williamson can line up at the power forward. You have two big bodies, like I said, in Zion Williamson and Jarrett Allen. Down there, Darius Garland can contribute by scoring. He doesn't have to do much because Zion Williamson kind of does all the scoring. Jarrett Allen will do his own thing. Darius Garland can get about 15, maybe 20 points if he's lucky. He can throw up some lobs to guys like Zion and Jared and just control the game. Now, what would Cavaliers get back? They would get guys in the name of Brandon Ingram. If we could get Brandon Ingram back, that would be huge. Because the big thing we've been saying is Donovan Mitchell, if he signs back, like I said, if he signs back, we need a scorer next to Donovan Mitchell, because there's times where Karis LeVert goes silent, Darius Garland goes silent, Evan Mobley, sometimes he struggles. We have other guys around the team, Max Strus, Isaac Core, who on average nights, they can give you about 5 to 10 points. Each player can do that. But I think Donovan Mitchell, he needs another running mate. He needs a guy like that we thought Darius Garland was going to be, that can go out there and give you 15, 20, 25 points alongside Mitchell while he's trying to get to about 30, 35 points. Now, I think my dream scenario is going to be this. Darius Garland does not go to the Pelicans. He goes to the Spurs. If we can trade him to the Spurs and we can get back, say, like a first-round pick this year and maybe like 1 or 2 players, whatever the players are, I guess we'll take them. If we can get a solid point guard from the Spurs, I'd be happy. And then if we can trade Jarrett Allen and say like one role player, I've seen one where it was like trading away George Yang. I wouldn't mind losing Yang. Trade him away and Jarrett Allen to the Pelicans alongside like a first-round pick or something, and we can get back Brandon Ingram, I'd be happy. Because that right there, we would be getting some draft picks. We could get Brandon Ingram, like I said, a solid point guard. Maybe we go through point guard in the draft. Depends on what we do. Like I said, the dominoes start falling whenever Donovan Mitchell makes up his fucking mind. But I'm going to wrap it up by kind of saying this. As I said, the dominoes start falling when Mitchell signs, but there's a lot of other things we need to discuss. Who's going to be the head coach? Whenever the head coach is announced, whether it's going to be Borrego, Monty Williams is on the market. We got to figure out what we're doing with the coach. We got to figure out what's going on with Mitchell. And then we got to figure out with Garland and Allen. And then we also got to figure out with Mobley. We got to get his rookie extension signed. Isaac Okoro was a free agent. There's a lot of shit we got to figure out with the Cavs. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be the most interesting 2024 offseason of my life when it comes to Cavs. But other than that, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did go and enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you have an opinion, do you agree or disagree with any of my statements? Do you think the Cavs need to trade Garland and Allen? Do you think they could possibly hang on to them, keep the core 4 together like Kobe Altman has said? I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to trade away somebody. Do you think Mitchell's going to stay? If you're a Cavs fan, what's your opinion about everything? What do you think is going to happen going forward in the next couple weeks? Who do you think is going to be the new head coach? Whatever opinion maybe whenever it comes to the 2024 offseason with the Cavs, leave a complete opinion down in the comment section down below. Be more welcome to talk about with you guys. If you're a fan of the content that I do poster and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And don't forget to hit that little notification bell to be notified the second I post. But without further ado, this has been Dylan Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.